Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're diving straight into something really central to running a school today. It goes beyond the usual student record stuff. We're talking about the daily grind, all those operational tasks, and how AI is actually starting to step in and make a real difference.
Absolutely. I mean, just think about the sheer volume of things that school managers, administrators, they're juggling every single day. It's not just academics, right? It's the HR side, communications, planning events, compliance. It's this huge web of workflows, and they can get, well, pretty overwhelming fast.
Yeah, exactly. And that's really what we want to tackle today. Our mission here is to explore how AI workflow automation is helping streamline these crucial beyond SIS functions. We're looking at how you can potentially offload some of that administrative weight, freeing up time, energy, letting you focus more on students and the school's, bigger picture.
And what's exciting, I think, is that these benefits aren't just for one kind of school. Whether you're, say, leading a private school, or maybe you're at a vocational college, perhaps you're even doing a new K-12 school from scratch, or running a nimble micro school, or even managing a small higher ed place. These AI solutions, they're designed to bring tangible improvements across the board.
Okay, so let's pin this down. When we say beyond SIS workflows, what are we actually talking about? What specific tasks?
Well, based on our experience, working with schools at DreamClass, we see some key areas pop up again and again. First off, there's hiring and HR, that whole cycle. Think about crafting job ads that actually attract people, then managing all the applications that come in, then the onboarding process, which can be surprisingly complex, plus tracking certifications, doing staff evaluations. It all takes significant time.
Definitely. Hours can just vanish there. Okay, what else?
Then you've got curriculum development and instructional planning. It's not usually one person in a room anymore, is it? It's collaborative. You're designing things as a team, mapping out learning outcomes, taking feedback, tweaking things. Lots of coordination needed.
Lots of moving parts.
Exactly. And keeping everyone in the loop engaged. That's critical. Which brings us neatly to content creation and scheduling for school communications, newsletters, announcements, making sure your community knows what's happening across, email, social media. It's constant.
Right. And those parent engagement newsletters specifically, that's a big job in itself. It's about building that connection between home and school, regular updates, asking for feedback with surveys, promoting events.
And then there's the real nuts and bolts stuff. Event planning and facility scheduling, just coordinating who gets what room when, managing all the logistics, getting permissions, telling everyone what's happening. It can be quite the puzzle.
Especially with lots going on at once.
Yeah.
And today, you really can't ignore your school's social media presence and brand management. Creating content that looks good, reflects your school, and scheduling it consistently, that takes real dedicated effort.
For sure. And for many schools, particularly nonprofits, private schools, fundraising, grant applications, donor relations, these are absolutely vital. It involves writing persuasive proposals, keeping meticulous donor records, running campaigns effectively.
Okay, and one more crucial area, maybe less glamorous but essential, compliance documentation and accreditation paperwork.
Yes. The paperwork trail.
Generating reports, gathering evidence for audits, handling renewals. It's very detail-oriented, very time-sensitive.
Exactly. And when you're doing all this manually, it slows things down. It creates bottlenecks. Think about those endless email chains just to find a meeting time that works for 3 people. Or the hours spent formatting a newsletter that could be automated, or manually sifting through hundreds of resumes. That's where AI workflow automation, like the kinds of solutions we're focused on at DreamClass, really offers a breakthrough.
Okay, so let's talk specifics.
Yeah.
How is AI actually being used here? What tools are out there, and how are they helping schools? But we start with internal communication and scheduling.
Yeah, definitely. What we're seeing is AI fundamentally shifting how schools manage internal comms. You've got AI meeting assistance tools like Fireflies or Otter.ai. They can actually join your meetings, provide full transcripts, and even pull out summaries, key decisions, action items. Imagine the time saved just on note-taking and follow-ups. It's pretty significant.
Wow, yeah, that's a huge boost. And scheduling.
Right. Smart scheduling assistance Reclaim.ai is one example. These tools take the pain out of coordinating diaries. They look at everyone's availability and find the best times automatically. No more endless email tag trying to find a slot.
That sounds like a lifesaver.
Absolutely. For, busy private school admins or vocational directors managing complex schedules or founders of new K-12 schools wanting efficiency from day one, these tools can be genuinely transformative, just simplifying daily tasks, freeing up that precious time for more strategic thinking.
Okay, great. Let's shift gears to content creation and marketing. This feels like an area where AI is really exploding with possibilities.
Generative AI tools, ChatGPT, Jasper, tools like that can be incredibly helpful. Drafting engaging newsletters, writing clear parent communications, even helping develop content for fundraising appeals. It's almost like having a writing assistant on tap to help you communicate your school's message effectively.
And the visual side, social media and branding.
Yeah, AI-powered image generators, like the ones built into Canva now, they can help create really nice-looking, brand-consistent visuals for social media posts, flyers, whatever you need. This is a real game changer, especially for, say, microschool founders or new K-12 schools who might not have big marketing budgets or design teams.
Makes sense. Okay, how about HR and recruitment? Another big-time sink, potentially.
Definitely. We've seen AI make a big impact here, too, saving time and improving outcomes.
Right, so what kinds of tools?
Well, there are AI sourcing and shortlisting tools. Fetcher, Manitoul are a couple of names. They can really boost how school founders or directors find candidates. They scan huge databases, helping pinpoint qualified people much faster.
Okay, so finding people and then managing the applications.
Exactly. AI-powered resume screening tools, they can analyze applications automatically, looking for specific qualifications, keywords, certifications, experience, saves countless hours of manual review. This is super valuable for directors at smaller higher ed or training colleges or those starting new K-12 schools who are really focused on building that initial core team.
Got it. Okay, let's move towards the classroom itself. How is AI workflow automation affecting classroom and instructional support?
This is where AI is really starting to empower educators in some exciting ways. Tools like Diffit or magicschool.ai, they can help automatically generate lesson plans, create quizzes based on specific learning goals, even suggest curriculum resources. Think about the time that gives back to teachers, a time they can spend on actual teaching, on students, on personalization instead of admin.
Yeah, that's powerful. And what about inclusion, special education?
Right. Speech-to-text transcription tools, these can be incredibly helpful for special education professionals and for students with diverse learning needs, making content more accessible. This could be a huge plus for smaller private schools or founders of new microschools or learning pods who are really committed to those personalized approaches.
Definitely. Okay, last major area you mentioned, compliance and document processing.
Yes, the necessary evil, perhaps.
Maybe, but crucial. How's AI helping here?
Well, AI-integrated platforms like DocuSign are making things like collecting parent consent forms or managing teacher contracts much smoother, cutting down the manual effort on those really essential admin tasks. And also, OCR optical character recognition tools. They can pull data out of old paper records or PDFs efficiently. That's a common headache for lots of schools' moving systems. So this helps directors of, say, small higher ed or training colleges and new K-12 founders who are navigating all those accreditation and compliance hurdles. Makes it more manageable.
It's really quite striking how these tools are being picked up across such different types of schools. And I guess your work at DreamClass gives you that direct insight into what different leaders actually need.
Absolutely. And what's really insightful is hearing the specific AI integration requests we get. For example, a small private school administrator. They might really value automated parent communication tools, to keep families easily updated. Plus, maybe scheduling solutions for their complex event calendar and some help developing fundraising campaigns that actually work.
Yeah, that fits perfectly with the challenges they often face. What about, say, a vocational college director? What are their priorities?
Often for them, it's about robust reporting, automation tracking student progress, program effectiveness. That's key. Also, streamlined compliance workflows to meet specific industry regulations, and often seamless integration with their learning management system, Moodle, Canvas, whatever they use to create a better student experience overall.
Got it. And someone launching maybe a tiny microschool, what's top of mind for them?
For them, it's often about leveraging AI in cost-effective ways. So automated lesson planning support, maybe. Efficient parent messaging systems are usually high on the list, too, for that close communication. And easy-to-use content creation tools to help them manage marketing with, limited resources.
Makes total sense.
Yep.
And finally, the founder of a completely new K-12 school. They must have a unique set of startup challenges.
Exactly. They're often looking for AI to help with that initial, really heavy administrative lift. Things like intelligent parsing of admission applications to speed up enrollment,
Right.
automated consent form management, just handling all those necessary permissions efficiently from day one, and maybe onboarding checklist tools to make sure new students and staff have a smooth start.
Okay, so looking across all these different roles and school types, are there common themes emerging? What are the fundamental impacts leaders are seeing?
Yeah, there definitely are. The core themes consistently circle around a few key things. One, a really significant reduction in manual admin work, just less grunt work. Two, improved accuracy in data, in communications, fewer errors. Three, the ability to scale things more effectively, outreach, engagement, communications. And four, crucially, just being more efficient in meeting all those compliance and accreditation standards.
Right. So the main takeaway here seems pretty clear. AI workflow automation offers really substantial, wide-ranging value for schools, going way beyond what a traditional student information system might handle. It's about tackling those everyday operational pain points that eat up so much time and energy.
Exactly right. By being strategic, by implementing these kinds of intelligent, targeted AI tools, school leaders can genuinely cut down on their administrative burden. And that, in turn, frees them up. It gives them back time and resources to focus on what really matters. Student success, growing their school, developing their programs.
Which brings us to a really important point for you, our listener. We've talked through the landscape, the potential of AI in these beyond SIS areas. So as you think about your own school, your own daily pressures, what specific AI solutions are really jumping out at you?
Yeah, this leads to the key question, doesn't it? Which particular AI workflow automation tools do you think would bring the most value to your specific situation? And maybe even more importantly, how could integrating those tools really change your day-to-day? How could it reshape the efficiency of your school's operations? Think about those workflows that always seem to cause delays, the tasks that just demand so much of your attention right now. Where do you see the biggest opportunity for AI to make a meaningful difference for you, your staff, and your school community?